All right, thank you for watching Let's Build Success Together. This is the story on me. So we're going to continue on. We left off with the story about my previous job, or my first job with my dad. So second job is going to be at Outback. It was at a steakhouse. So this was a job where I learned really about hard work and perception. So first off, I started as a busboy, and immediately into starting, it was me and my brother. My sister worked there for a while, and she did so well that basically the boss gave us an opportunity just because we were her siblings. So she was a hard worker too. I mean, it ran in the family, but she basically gave us that opportunity. The boss gave us that opportunity because of her, and we went on to start working as a busboy. Now, as a busboy, you do all of like the grimy work. You clean the tables, you take the trash out, you sweep the floors, and so we learned basically how to do all of those things. But I learned from my previous job to make sure you did it right, so you didn't have to redo it, and that helped a lot. But basically in this job, it really taught me that the perception of everybody around you. So there were times where I would be working really, really hard, and as soon as I put a towel down or stopped wiping just for a second for a break, if the boss was looking, then it looked like I wasn't doing anything. And that was really frustrating. As I know, it's probably frustrating for a lot of you. No matter how hard you're working, it could be like that one moment where you decide, I'm just gonna take a second, and that's when you're gonna get seen. So that taught me that really the perception, you have to make sure that not only when people are watching, but when you think they're not watching, or when you think, I want a second or whatever, just push through it, because they'll notice that. If you decide instead to push through it, they will notice that too. If you decide to take a break or take it back a notch, they'll notice that. So you have to make sure you give it and you give your all the entire time that you're at work. I mean, if you're working for 8-10 hours, whatever, with no breaks, you need to condition yourself to be able to make it through that, working hard the entire time. There's going to be people around you that just want to talk, they want to play, they want to hang out, you can't do that. You have to focus, you have to push, you have to make sure that you're doing everything you can, and as you're doing that, you'll start to learn things about your industry that help you get a little bit above what everybody else is doing. And sometimes it's not about working harder, or it's more about working smarter, which I'm sure you've heard before, but you have to think, what are the ways that I can do this maybe a little bit better? And the more you do it, the better you get. So the more you do, the more you know how to do quicker. So after a while, it got to the point where I was able to do the same amount of work in such a less amount of time that I had more downtime, because I worked so hard that I learned, okay, this is the quicker way to do that. So I spent a lot of time learning, what are the quick ways to do something and do it right. Whereas a lot of people just continue to work hard, you have to make sure that you're not only working hard, but finding ways to get better and work smarter. So that was something that I learned at this job. I went from busboy. I did that for quite a while. I got employee of the month or year or whatever it was a couple times. I started doing the hosting job. Then I went and did the kitchen. I learned how to cook. I did dishwashing, which I knew how to wash dishes from Mom. Thanks, Mom. And then I went and then I did a waiter job. And at each job, I learned more and more about the job itself, the steakhouse itself, all about like the ingredients, all kinds of stuff, because I wanted to know, if I was to open a restaurant, I wanted to be a good one. I didn't know what I wanted to do in life, but I knew that the knowledge, knowing everything about it, wouldn't hurt. And that's true. And you may not be doing what you want to do right now, but what you're doing right now can teach you a lot. And you never know how it'll come in handy later on in life. So I appreciate you guys watching. Remember to check out the website, Titus Walker Success. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, make sure you comment below. I appreciate, again, you guys watching and all the support that I've gotten. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and we're going to start at the next job in the next lesson on the next video. So thank you so much for watching. Let's build success together.